Hey, love, and welcome back. I'm gonna get this message out. Let's get your alpha and omega messages pulled. We pull them first and we read them last. Okay. Beautiful day, beautiful soul, and welcome back to Love, Peace, and Happiness Tarot. Coming to you live once again from Las Vegas. I go by Melinda NailFanatic. You could call me Mel. And I'm back to deliver this latest timeless collective channeled message from the download series. So if you're here, it's by divine design. Where it resonates, pick it up and run with it. Where it doesn't, leave it where you found it. Either way, make your choices and decisions responsibly today. Because you'll always have the consequences and repercussions to pay. You have questions, I have facts. You can find those facts on the website and below the video in the description box. Okay, so we have pulled your alpha and omega messages, and we're going to get started with a message from the fairy desk. What's the fairy realm got to say to the human realm today? Please and thank you. The ones in alignment with this energy. Okay, what do we have? Group 7, you're on the right path. The way ahead is clear and true. You've chosen the right path for you. Love the vibes. That's awesome. It's so important to choose, because you know what? If you don't choose, then, you know, you leave space for it to be decided for you. Oh boy, it might be one of those today. Yeah, it was kind of happening before I even went live. So yeah, we're in for a doozy with that. All right. Let's see what we have coming out from the P&Q Oracle. What's the download message today? You've chosen the right path. Show me more for the tribe, please, and thank you. Okay. What is the message? Shadow. Oh, and it's got the full government on it. Oh, I heard you didn't used to know where you come from, but now you do. I heard, and now you drive your shadow with precision. You drive your shadow with precision. Okay, awesome. That's important. Otherwise, it's susceptible to influence. Okay, so you drive your shadow with precision, and you're on the right path. The path you're driving on is exactly the path you're supposed to be driving on while you're busy driving. Let's see, what else do we have for you? Who or what is this message about for the love and peace and happiness tribe at this time by divine design? It's about, ooh-wee. Seriously? They said leave that on the floor. Let me see. Who or what is this about? It's about the teacher. This is about the teacher. Are you the teacher? Who's the teacher? Okay, it's about the teacher. There's a teacher here. Some lessons. I heard life lessons. The bottom of the deck is a client. Okay, this has something to do with the client and the teacher. Okay. Interesting. Let's see what's the dominant energy in this experience. Please and thank you. Give me a major arcana. Okay, they said the energy hitting all humanity is the same thing you always use this deck for. Just do that. Yeah. So for all humans on Earth at this time, there we go. We have temperance. I heard divine timing. That was the first thing I heard. Divine timing is in order, is in play. Okay, divine timing is in play on this and every other day. Okay, divine timing is in play. Patience, Sagittarius energy, the death card. Oh, it looks like shift change. It looks like shift change with the group 7 up there yeah. It's going to be 777 in a minute. It's going to be 7,777 in a minute. It's going to be 70,000 in a minute. 700,000, 7 million, 70 million. Okay. Wow. Okay, so the Sagittarius energy, temperance, patience, okay? Divine timing is in order. Being the alchemist, it's time to alchemize this shit, y'all. By now, they're saying by now, humanity should have seen that, you know, What you put out comes back to you. Whew. So in this energy, they should begin now to understanding the weight of that in the return. Decide what kind of weight they want to lift on the return. Do you want to lift, gold, or do you want to lift piles of I heard, because yeah, that's an opportunity too. But there's been a transformation. It's a shift change. So people going from that, stepping into, now that I understand how this energy flows, how what I produce in this world grows and comes back to me, and I eat the fruit of it. Helicopters flying over. And yeah, so now that I know that, I'm going to make sure I feed it all the best stuff it can get. I'm about to bring all the juice. I'm about to bring all the goods, yeah, you're bringing it all to the game. Okay, switching it up, because once you know better, you do better. Okay, once you know better, you do better. Once you know better, you do better. Yes, okay. Whew. Ray. Now is not the time, but if you would like a personal reading, information is below the video. What's up, Ingrid? So thankful and grateful for your beautiful presence. Okay, interesting. Green light means go, because we're driving shadow with precision. You're the teacher, okay, and you're on the right path. Sagittarius season got some beautiful things coming up for you, okay? Sagittarius season got some beautiful things coming up for you. This tarot deck wants to come out and speak today, and it wants the companion oracle deck to come out as well. Okay, that's the energy. That's what Spirit wants to use right now. So we're going to use these, starting with oracle cards. What is the energy about the teacher that you want to highlight at this time? Let's find out. You ready to hear this? I heard you're ready to hear this. You're ready to learn. You're ready to get schooled. You're ready to have your education. Spontaneity. You wasn't expecting this, okay? Things happen spontaneously for a reason, okay? What else about spontaneity? Spontaneity is a willingness to go through a shift, okay? Because whether you're shifting what you're doing, where you're at, how you're feeling, it's spontaneity. It wasn't something that could be like, it wasn't planned out. This is when it just happened. Let me see what the card says. Do you like spontaneous adventures of the highest caliber? The only acceptable answer to this question is yes. So buckle up, Charlie. There's a pretty good chance your name is not Charlie. You're about to take a wild ride through the unexplored, unconventional, and underrated. You're about to learn that yes is a magic word with the power to unlock new dimensions in space, time, and after hours hangouts. Yes will lead you to experiences you didn't think possible and teach you that lifelong friendships are sometimes lurking just behind a karaoke singer's mullet. You can't make this up. You cannot make this up. All right, somebody is a cheap Charlie, and you about to find out why you're not finna be that no more, or why you've been that, or there's something here about cheap Charlie. And yeah, there's also something here about somebody's aunt. I'm getting somebody's aunt coming, energy of somebody's aunt. Maybe she knows the cheap Charlie. Okay. Whatever, spontaneity. Let's find out some more. Whatever spontaneity I heard may come. Whatever spontaneity may come. Okay, interesting. Let's find out some more. What can you show us? Give us some more details here about this experience. Okay, spontaneously, you got to drive your shadow with precision. Okay, somebody here is spontaneously not pleased with the teacher because they didn't like what they heard, but the teacher, hey, teach, you on the right path, okay? And when you move in your shadow energy, I'm hearing you teach like lessons. When you move in your shadow energy, you teach like lessons because you're not out here willfully and intentionally jabbing folks, stabbing folks, or breaking hearts. You're not cracking craniums. You're not breaking knees. And you're not cutting off fingers. You ain't doing none of that. You're just moving the way you move with precision, and then, you know, they gonna respond and react however they want to. I heard they do it to themselves just like you do it to yourself. You do it for yourself. Okay. You're on the right path. You're on the right path. Let's find out some more about you being on the right path, about this spontaneity. Client in the background. Somebody here want to be a client. Playing games on my YouTube. Okay. Want to be a client. Is you a client? Is you or isn't you? Well, there's a 7 of Swords here. And this 7 of Swords is really looking like somebody who is not telling what they really feel, what they really think. This looking like somebody who is keeping secrets. This looks like somebody who feels like if they're out with what's going on, it's going to cause some controversy, some problem. They're going to keep that. There's a problem. I heard, Houston, we have a problem. Houston, we have a problem. One more time for emphasis. Yes, please, and thank you. You heard me. Houston, we have a problem. What's that? There's a problem. Somebody got a problem. But look at the face. Look at the face they're making. They up to something. Is it orange? Is it an orange one? Is it the orange one that has a problem? Is the orange one deceptive? Sneaky? I heard treacherous. I'm traitorous. They gave me traitorous. I heard they're going to learn a lesson a day. They're going to learn a lesson a day. Show me some more. Okay. Oh, yeah. And I see one who is not revealing everything. Now, I'm not telling you everything I know. We're going to keep that 111. Yeah, we're going to keep that to the south. We're going to keep that, and we're going to pull it back 3 paces. We're going to pull it back 3 paces. Everything that happens during the live is by divine design. It's a channel message going on here. It's just like every song you ever heard. It's all a channel message. Like all the books, all the poems, all the movies, all the stuff. It's all a message. Okay, whether created by a person or by the divine, it's all a message. And this is a channel message. What? Knight of Cups. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry I had lied. I'm so sorry I had lied. That's what I'm looking at. I'm so sorry I had lied. Somebody's so sorry they lied to their damn self. Somebody is so sorry that they lied to. Somebody is finally realizing all the places where they were afraid of their shadow. And now that they've gained some experience and mastery, I heard a mastery of it. Yeah, this temperance energy. Somebody has already gained the mastery. Otherwise, the energy, there's several. Oh, thank you. One thing about the dominant energy, whenever we're using this 3D tarot deck, dominant energy over Earth for all humans, what this indicates is that there's been enough dominant energies holding down, that it became holding down a specific vibration until it permeated the entirety of human experience, engulfed it even, due to the potentness of the energy being held. Now, again, they're saying it takes less of a higher vibration to transmute the energy of any lower vibration. That's why one in enlightenment can counterbalance, I don't know, a billion, I don't know, a lot of millions, hundreds of millions, I don't know, a lot. I don't have the chart in front of my face right now. I don't want to look it up. No, thank you. I'd rather just keep channeling it. So yeah, the higher vibration can transmute that lower vibration. Then they're showing me a visualization of if the cup has stuff in it. Oh yeah, if the cup has stuff in it, you know, you do best just to dump it, clean it, and start fresh again. But there's this energy of like running clean water into a cup that's already been contaminated. If you're going to do it that way, it takes a lot longer. And that's the way the process has been. It's going to take a lot longer. And, you know, I don't know how much water would have to flow through it to make something that had a contaminant in it sanitized. Because even if you ran the water till it was clean, if that cup had dirt in it or shit in it or piss in it, I don't want to drink off of it until it's been dumped and washed. Okay? Yes. Dumped and washed. This looks like dumped and washed. The glass got dumped and washed. Okay. Now they're also giving me, and this started coming through, it was funny because I was chatting with a buddy of mine, but and my buddy was like, well, what's the show gonna be? I don't know. It's always channel. I never know what it's gonna talk about. But anyways, I had this feeling on the side of my brain that something we talked about will come through, and here it is. You know, if you're gonna change the electric, the lamp, the ceiling fan, the ceiling lamp, something like that, you want to make sure that that thing is not connected because it will electrocute the heck out of you. So during shift change, some stuff is going to feel like it's not working, right? During shift change. And we talked about there's a shift change happening here. There's a shift change happening here. Anywhere where you have been restricting yourself, being so suspicious and so worrisome about it, it's like and you realize, like, I don't really have anything to be afraid of in that situation. I got through that just fine. I actually did really well in the way I maneuvered, because you know what? I just drove my shadow with precision. I got into my shadow energy, and I decided to drive it with precision rather than to, let it be driven by another person or by some fucking remote control. Okay, somebody hop in the driver's seat. Hopped in the driver's seat now. Okay, now you're in the driver's seat. You're choosing where you want to go. The universe is responding to that. You're choosing where you want to be. You're choosing what you want to see. Instead of, well, I don't want this, and I really hate that, and I don't like this, and I don't like that. Go on, keep talking about it if you ain't figured this out yet, because it's going to keep showing up as long as you keep it on your vibration until somebody here is finally switching to a whole nother situation. Why? Because they keep choosing what they want. That's what they're talking about. That's what they're focused on. That's what they're seeing. Somebody is a teacher. Somebody is pointing out at this time. Somebody's looking back to a teacher that they had. Somebody's finding the recollection, the nostalgia, or actually connecting to a teacher from their past. When the teacher taught what the teacher taught, they did not want to listen. They didn't want to get it. They didn't understand it. They did not. Now they want to apologize because they didn't get it then, but now they do. Okay, things have changed. And the only reason it changed was because of you. You were the teacher. Okay, you shared the message. You taught the lesson. And in order to do that, you had to drive your shadow with precision. And even now, if you have to teach the lesson, you have to drive your shadow with precision. Let's put some water on that. Yeah, I heard salud. Five of Wands. Oh, yeah. See, whatever was said really to cause somebody to get up in their head. It caused somebody to really like try to lash out. They try to do something because they really didn't like. This is like, yeah. Somebody said something. It upset the person. They didn't believe what you said. So they fought about it. To whatever extremity and severeness the fighting was, whether it was just in their own like self-sabotaging way, or whether it was like breaking shit, or I don't even want to mention anything worse than that. But you get the idea, you get the drift, and you get the line of thought. Yeah, this is a problem. Okay, I heard somebody tried to say that nobody else was going to come to you. Nobody else was going to arrive for you. Nobody else was going to choose you. Nobody else was going to love you. Nobody else was going to pay you. Nobody else was going to appreciate you. Whatever the fuck. What did we just say? Focus on what you want. Okay, yeah, you focused on what you want, and they're focused on what they don't want. And what they don't want is for you to get what you're getting. But guess what? They're still focused on you getting what you're getting. So regardless of whether they want it or not, they're supporting you getting what you're getting. Yeah, surprise. Go ahead, wish some more. Wish some more, because your intention you put out goes back to you, and you eat the fruit of it. Okay, and because I heard, because you got ones who are dealing in alignment now. You got ones who are truly aligned with their soul, and the ones who aren't are being adjusted. There's a calibration going on, in the human nation. Yeah, and it's hitting them like a ton of bricks on the side of their forehead. I heard it's hitting them like a ton of bricks on the side of their forehead about, how they messed. But you know what? This is also giving me, yeah, they just said it. If that, be grateful you did it way back then, so now you don't have to do it again. If you hadn't done it then, you might be silly enough to do it now. And now you would have to take that lesson all over again. But from this place of materialization, of mastery, of advancement, of progress. Okay. So it's a great thing that it happened then. I heard for you. That's how you became a teacher. Okay. That's how you became a teacher. That's how you became a teacher. Well, again, for emphasis, yes, we did it already 3 times. We could do it one more again. That's how you became a teacher. Okay. Let's see some more. Capricorn is watching you. The devil is watching you. The people in fear are watching you, afraid of what you have done. You became something. You did something. You knew somebody was lying. You called them on their shit. Now they're mad. Everybody mad. Okay, everybody mad. There's a song. Everybody mad. Rap song. Yeah, everybody mad. Why? They were not expecting this. This was a change of pace for you. This was a change in direction for you. They did not see it coming. They could not see it coming because they had never seen it from you before. So they didn't even know you had the capacity to do this, because what you did was I heard him. You hit him with the jab they weren't expecting. Whatever it was that they were expecting, it wasn't this. Let's put those there. Okay. Let's see what else we have. Ace of Swords, you know the truth. Stick to your truth. You could see the deception when it was being there. And that's the problem. That's why they're uncomfortable. How dare you know what I've never told a soul? How dare you see through my treachery? How dare you label me a traitor? Well, I heard if the shoe fits, strap that bitch on and go running for a few miles. See how you like it. Okay, if the shoe fits, you never know. It might be the shoe you needed. While you're trying to fill some shoes that don't fit. Okay, while you're trying to fill some shoes that don't fit with the whole bunch of bullshit. Yeah, I heard that. Okay, that's it. That feels good. that feels really good. Yeah, everybody, man. You done pissed them off. You triggered them. I heard I want to send all of my haters love. This song's for you. Because if you had it like me and I was in your shoes, I would probably hate on me too. Hey! Yeah, good morning. Okay, good morning, Vietnam. Oh, Vietnam is pissed. I heard Vietnam is pissed. Vietnam is really pissed. They don't like what you did. They don't like that you lied on their name. I heard they don't like that you lied on their name. So who? What? Okay, come through just for you, baby. Just for you. The message was just for you. Ace of Wands is your outcome, baby. You got the ace and the ace. This is about you. This was about them. They're pissed. They're triggered. You know, because you drive your shadow with precision, you're not triggered by them. They don't drive. Joystick. Joyce. No, the fuck I'm not. You cannot just drive me anytime you want to. You can't come in and control this. That's why they mad. Everybody mad. Oh, they mad. But baby, you got the Ace of Swords next to the Ace of Wands. This is what you need to do. This is where you're headed. About to catapult up out of here. You about to catapult up out of here. I heard interplanet. What? Interplanetary. Intergalactic. Planetary, intergalactic. Thank you. I know we knew that. It was in there. Tell the DJ, bring it back. Well, that's just it. The facts are coming back to bite somebody in the ass. About what? The Wheel of Fortune. The 10. A 10. I just saw 10. 10. Wheel of Fortune. Oh, this is a change of events. There's no return to what was, okay? The second time around. Nope, there ain't no second time around here again, baby. There ain't no more second times around here. This is it. I heard you got one chance to show your shit. Okay, one chance to show your shit. Okay. Somebody here had their one chance to show their shit. The truth is known and not denied. It's like Spirit showed you something about somebody. They showed you what was being hid. Okay, you the teacher. You gas. Zoom. I want to fly away. Yeah, I want to fly away. Okay, go ahead. Zoom, baby. I like to fly. Okay, you liked to fly away, and Spirit showed you exactly how to fly away, baby. You got the wisdom, you got the knowledge, you know what it is. Apply accordingly. I heard apply it accordingly. You got all the information you need. You got it. Okay, it's time to start new with this Ace of Wands. Get it, baby. Yeah, get it, baby. So should we pull some more? Somebody here, they came in for a lesson. You could just look at these people that come through your path like everybody's here to learn something. When you learn what you came to learn, whether they got it or not, like sometimes it's time to burn rubber, baby. Just like the Gap band said, burn rubber. Yeah, sometimes gotta wake up early in the morning and find me another lover. That part right there, that whole part, like that's a whole part, not a half a part. Okay. There's all kinds of lovers around. People are going to love you for what you say, love you for how you look, love you for what you do, love you for how you been, love you for where you're at, whatever. People going to love you everywhere. You can look at the hater and say good morning to them every morning if you want to. But you know what? I heard accepting where you're at going to help a lot more come through. Somebody keep trying to ignore their truth. Somebody keeps trying to ignore their truth. Now they mad. Yeah, everybody mad. Now they mad because, you know, they trying to ignore their truth. And, you know, the fact that it came out when it came out, I heard better to know sooner than later. Better to know sooner than later. Like, don't hide who you are. Take the mask off, baby. Let me see your real face, okay? Let me see your real face, okay? Let me see if you know how to back it up, okay? Yeah, that talk a lot of shit, but I back it up, okay? Back it up. Yeah. Talk a lot of shit, but I'm the queen of backing it up, I heard. Okay, the queen. The queen? Is there a queen? Is there an empress? Not in the cards today, but the energy is here. Otherwise, it would come out. Let's see. What's this 7 of Swords, please and thank you? There's been some sort of sneakiness, some underhandedness, some treachery, some traitorish. Some traitorish. What can you show me? Let's start here. Lusting. Oh, I wanna. Yeah, I want that lady. Okay, I want her. Lusting, okay? But they know, it says forbidden, non-committal, and sexual energy. Somebody got that sexual energy. Sexual healing. Let me see what else we got. Chemistry, attraction, spark, passion. Somebody was really driven by their physical desires in this, for sure, okay? But let's see some more. We have finality. That's over. Okay. This is like a hit it and quit it. This is like, this is dropping the hot potato, baby. Somebody dropped the hot potato. Farewells, leave behind closure. Time. Okay. Waiting, cycles, moments. Time after time. Okay. I heard that. Waiting, cycles, and moments. WCM is somebody's initial. Oh, Women Crush Monday. Heck yeah. Okay. Women Crush Wednesday. Oh, the M is reversed. Oh, okay. The M is the winner. Okay. The winner is the M. Okay. Yeah. So it's like there was a situation somebody wanted. Okay. It's like, I've been wanting this a long time. It's time. I'm about to get it. Okay. I'm not telling nobody until it's done. This is one of the things you learned. You know what you wanted. You knew you were going to get it. And you're just like, kept this to yourself. Because in all of these images, it's one person by themselves. You have been on a journey. You have been journeying in order to get this. You're saying to yourself, oh, yeah, it's about that time right now. It's about that time. Yeah, I see it. I see it. Time. Time. Okay, the time is now. Okay, 7 of Swords. Oh. And everything else we said is true, too, about, you know, there's somebody here. It's time to find out. Once you found out the truth, you let it go. So once you found out the truth about the lies that you have believed, the false programming, okay, and anywhere where you thought you were deceived, anywhere where you were truly deceived between yourself or another, okay, all that stuff came to an end, okay. You were drawn to it so you could figure it out. You were drawn to the facts so you could figure it out. Time to change gears. Shift, change, okay. Time to get off this clock. Okay, Knight of Cups. What else do we have? Clarity. Knight of Cups. Spirit showed you the clear truth. The true energy was perceived. Okay, nostalgia, cameras. Somebody just watched a whole series about a photographer, an old school photographer that uses cameras. Somebody actually has a Olympus Trip 35 camera in a box. Okay, truth, intentions, and honesty. Yeah, transparency and truth go together hand in hand. And rejection. Listen, here's the truth. I'm not into it. I'm not into all that. Okay, rejection, abandoned, dismissed, and irrational fear. Okay, somebody here. Clearly, rejection of what? Confusion, uncertain, unclear, unsure. Baby, I see everything clearly. You may not see it clearly, but yeah, that's not it. Okay. Boundaries, no, drawing the line, enough. Okay. Somebody was confused about the boundaries that were put around them. Okay. Somebody here on the other side of the table, they were confused, but now Spirit is showing them, and they just got, I heard they just got a dose of their own medicine. Somebody played the same game with them that they had played with you at one point in time. Oh, yeah. And they said, remember how we started this off talking about how the energy you put out comes back to you? So be careful what you're putting out because it's coming back to you. That part. And the quicker people pick up on that, better experiences people will be having on earth. Okay, all these folks. Let me see this 5 of Wands and the hidden blessing. The curse. And look, it's orange. It's a jack-o'-lantern. The curse, okay? The curse returns. Second chance opportunity, making amends. Somebody, they had a fight because they tried to make a return after they put a curse, okay? After they did some ill will, after they put some things in motion that they knew was just to cause damage, intentionally cause damage. They did it real sneakily. And all that stuff go return to sender, okay? And then an open heart here. They thought because your heart was open that it was just gonna affect you. They didn't expect to meet the warrior. They just thought they were gonna meet the lover. Oh, this is for the lover in you? Yeah, well, this is for the warrior in me too. Okay, yeah, clinging. Yeah, they thought that they would be able to make you stick to them. Hold on to me. Don't leave me. Stay with me. Okay. They thought so. They anywhere where somebody thought that they had like a soulmate, twin flame, whatever, higher level relationship with you, or they thought that you were there forever. They 5 of Wands. They made a bunch of problems for themselves because whether it was by actually hiring a practitioner or doing some shit themselves, since the devil is there, making a deal with the devil, whatever it was, like all that shit goes right back to them. They want to have you stuck. They would like, yeah, but guess what? They did it to their self. The same stuck. Whether there was so this is it. Anywhere where your consciousness before kept you stuck in a repetitive cycle that was not what you would choose to live, finally, after keeping yourself there for so long, you figured it out. You're out of that. You're changing your vibration. You're filling the hole in with something that is stable, building up stability, bringing it to level so it can have that breakthrough. Okay, but then anywhere where somebody else thought that they could control your life, your decisions, your free will. Yeah, all they did was, cause their own self to be restricted because it didn't restrict you. It didn't confine you. It didn't chain you. It doesn't block you. It goes right back to them. Okay. So this is the hidden blessing, is it goes right back to them. I heard, the tangled web we weave when first we conspire to deceive. And then it's like, yeah, because the 7 of Swords, there was there's a conspiracy. There's a conspiring to deceive. A group. I'm hearing it was a group. Whether it was a group of thoughts in your head or a group that you were meeting with, official people. Conspiring to deceive. Their deception is keeping them entrapped themselves in their own energy. Okay. The challenge is the Tower. Let me see. Apology. Oh my God, I finally see what I did. I'm so sorry. I bet you are. Okay. Mistakes. I made a mistake. I see where I was wrong. I bet you do. I want you back. Oh, longing. Want you back. Okay. Beginnings. Can we start again? But this is the challenge. If only it was so easy to just walk up and say, I'm sorry, admit your mistakes. Maybe that's all somebody actually would want, was somebody to say they're sorry and admit their mistakes. But they want somebody to miss them and bring them back. And that's just not going to happen. As a matter of fact, the way I see this energy, it's not going to happen because this person who's got the decision to bring it back is not trying to bring that back. That loss is permanent, will broke down, gonna stay broke down. It got broke down. The truth got broke down to somebody, okay? Yeah. It got broke down. And they're mad. Why? Because whatever the wish was, whatever it thought it was gonna do, it ain't working. It's not working. And it's returning to them. I heard with spite. So there's an extra bit of spite on it for the spicy. They spiced it up for their ass. Since these people like to bring heat like that to other people, I heard. somebody will learn when that spice hit they at. Like, somebody's going to actually have the runs because they ate some food that was too spicy. And this is going to happen to them repetitively. This is going to happen to them repetitively, and it's a physical materialization of the energy that they created for other people in their life. Somebody has had the runs for quite a while now. Somebody has been having this going on. This person also, some of these people, the runs is definitely symbolic. I also see some people who are, I just see you biding your time while these people are going through changes. A shift change is happening. They're seeing consequences and repercussions for the choices and decisions that they had made. It's something is over here with you, okay? And a lot of you, this is all attached. The physical experience is attached to the idea that you changed in your head. Like, wherever you used to think you used to be stuck, baby, you ain't stuck no more. You got the Ace of Swords. You got the truth. You cut them chains, baby. You fly. You too wise for all that now, wise old Al. Okay? Yeah, like it just showed me from Winnie the Pooh how Al was always the wise one. And anytime they needed answers, they would go to Al. But what Al also had a temper on her, didn't she? Al had some responses and had a lot to say and will put people in their place. Like, what are you doing? And yeah, that triggers people. Okay, and that has triggered somebody here that you said something to a long time ago. You told them the truth about themselves, and guess what? They remember. And they've been meditating on that stuff all these years. I heard all these years. Whatever truth you said, they can't get it out of their head. They're obsessed with what you said, okay? And obsessed with you, okay? But why you so obsessed with me? Boy, I want to know, okay? Why are you so obsessed? Calm down. I heard calm down. Have a seat. And the class need to have a seat because you're the teacher up in here. You decide you decide. Do they come to the board? Are you going to go over there? Where do you sit at? What time do you get to get up and down at? Okay. What project, what assignment, what you're learning today? You're teaching. Okay. You're teaching what they're learning. If they get a bathroom pass to go take care of that ass is running. That ass. It's running. You get to decide. The teacher of the class get to decide. And here's the thing. This is a paid class. This is a paid class. Oh, you got to pay your dues. Oh, you wondering about that money? Yeah. Oh, that was the class fees. That was the fees. Okay, I didn't even know. I didn't even know, but it was the fees. Somebody here needs to understand, like, there were some fees that needed to be paid. Okay, and they paying it, period. Like, there's no escaping these fees. You can't claim bankruptcy on these fees right here, baby. What you owe is due. Period. Okay, let me see some more on this. Conflicted decisions, hot and cold, hot and cold for sure, multiple choices, trying to figure out what else they could do besides to get up out of this, because why they trapped, they stuck, they tied down, captive in their own energy, don't know how to escape it. Why are you so obsessed with me? And here you are, having a great life. It says ecstasy, chasing thrills, excitement, good time. You out here living your best life. I ain't going back and forth with y'all at all. Okay, and well, meanwhile, how you gonna do that? And I'm over here heartbroken. Oh, shattered, heartbroken, and destroyed. But whose heart is that? That ain't my hand. I didn't break it. I told you to keep your heart in your chest. That's why it's guarded by a rib cage. You're not supposed to take the heart out. If you take the heart out, you die. Keep your heart. Stop trying to make somebody else responsible for your heart. When your heart is in your rib cage for a reason, so it can be protected, so you can be alive, so you got life to circulate for you. Take care of your own heart. Stop trying to give it to say, hey, here's my heart. I'm going to give you my heart. Please treasure it. Please take care of it. They don't even know how to take care of their own heart. How are they going to take care of your heart? Sitting here rocking around with a broken heart. So that's why you're like, oh no. I can love you from my heart. But giving you my heart? Oh, and then they just showed me this series, Once Upon a Time. The evil queen controls the people, what they say, and all the things. You can see everything that's happening in them because she's got their heart. She's got their heart, and she's got a vault with nothing but everybody's heart. And as long as she have their heart, she can, it's like telepathically tap in. So remembering that it's okay for me to love, that's all good. But, you know, no, you're not responsible for how I feel. I'm not going to base how I feel or my identity or what I do or how I respond based off of you and what you want me to do. There ain't no remote controlling this. There's no remote controlling this. No RC car. I'm not an RC car. I'm a self-driving car. Okay? I drive myself. I program myself too. I get in and I program myself and then I drive myself where I need to be. Okay, that's the truth. Ace of Swords in your guidance, you see. You got the wisdom. You can see things clearly. I can see clearly now. The rain is gone. I got the truth on my side. I got the truth on my side. That's all we're worrying about. That's all that's going on around here is the truth. Okay, let me see what else with this truth. The healing, releasing, purifying, cleansing. Oh well, this gives me very much. Oh well. Oh well. C'est la vie. Pues que así sea. It is what it is. Okay, I'm gonna take care of me. Obsession. Yeah, I told you. Didn't I say somebody was obsessed? Didn't we already sing it? So, okay, realizations. You realized that somebody was obsessed. You had that happen in you. And so you were like, oh no. Red flags, baby. Red flags, alarms, red lights flashing. Flashing lights, all right. Flashing lights. And it was the caution sign. It was the toxic sign. It was the hazardous waste sign. Ooh, it was hazardous waste. All the shit they kept trying to bring to you was hazardous waste. And it is hazardous waste. Did you know that if you, let's say you run a bar, for example, and somebody decides to smear their fecal matter, that they're supposed to call a hazardous waste team to clean that up. I'm just saying, somebody here is escaping. Okay, somebody here had some plans. They thought that no matter what, in a matter of time, they were gonna get it. And then they found, guess what? It didn't work. Okay, yeah, that wall, fall. All right, the wall falls. Okay. Yeah, this person has been trying. And so what they're doing is they're compounding their problems. They're compounding the restriction. They're compounding their issue. Okay, you starting over again. You out here living your best life. And woo, they don't like that. They can't stand it. Okay. They're upset because whatever plan they had, that shit ain't gonna work. Everybody going to escape. Everybody gets out. I heard not just by the skin of their teeth, okay? And teeth ain't got no skin. Hello. But the fact of it's like, listen, okay? Ace of Wands, withdrawn. I'm out of here. Divine masculine, yang masculine energy, single, lonely, solitary, nah, hoping, expecting faith and manifesting, obscurity, secrets, mysteries, concealing. You're like, you know what? I'm good. Yeah, no, this is like a ghosting vibes, taking actions to disappear from somebody's reality. Somebody here, it's like somebody is gonna be disappeared. Yeah, somebody's gonna be disappeared. And guess what? And that is all part of you catapulting your ass out of here. Like, you're done. You're starting something new. You're gonna have a new plan. You're over the moon with joy. You'll be over the moon with joy. Okay, over the moon. Yeah, over the moon. Over the moon. There's a children's movie about that. Over the moon. Okay. Yeah, so somebody here, they don't want you to know, but the fact is, you know, they can't stand that you're able to see. They can't stand that you know so much. But it's like you're a teacher. I've looked at clients, I've looked at students, I've looked at, children, whatever. I've had so many around me. I'm so experienced. I know how to navigate this. So when the children, they try to do something that's out in the left field, I get it right quick. Okay, I get it right quick. Okay, double entendre on that. Yeah, you know what a double entendre is, right? Okay, yeah, double entendre on that. Let me see what's at the bottom of this deck here. What you got? Pride, arrogance, ego, stubborn. Somebody go try to hide up in your energy field, hide in your vicinity, trying to pretend like they ain't listening, watching, observing, spying, seeing what they can see. Okay, but they there and you know it. Okay, they're there and you know it. Part of it is, like I said, there's some consequences and repercussions. They would love to escape them. They just can't do that. It doesn't work the way they want it to right now. Yeah, somebody claims to be broken a lot or broke a lot. Is this where you realize, like, oh, I'm not broke? Yeah, there's a whole nother message wanting to come through now. Like, I was never broke. Somebody realized, like, they were in a whole mindset about poverty, but when they started to really have this awakening, they woke up to embrace their actual prosperity, abundance, their resources. They became more aware of what they've always had. That started making somebody have a lot more. And part of this process was to learn to have boundaries, honor boundaries, enforce the boundaries, okay? Yeah, because it had to matter more. It had to matter more. It had to matter more for you to allow yourself to get into this alignment. And you knew it was going to take some time to work on it. And guess what? You turned out being right. If you knew it was going to be instant, it would have turned out instant. But you knew it was going to take some time. So you gave yourself time. And guess what? It's been tough having a new beginning, but you got this. Okay, you finally broke a fear of poverty, a fear of not enoughness, a fear of lack and limitation. You got out of that, yeah. And there's no going back from here, okay? And you don't need to explain everything to everybody. I see you don't need to explain everything to everybody. And you're in effect, nobody knows, and that's okay. You're the one that knows. You're the one that needs to know. And the people that is putting it in your account, that's who needs to know. I heard. And the people that's putting it in your account, that's who needs to know. That's all that needs to know. I heard. Okay. So let me see some more about this experience. What else can you show us, please, and thank you? The Three of Cups, parties, indulgence, happiness, good times. Yeah. These are the good times. That's what I heard. A new state of mind. You came into a new state of mind. Okay, you came into a new truth. You couldn't just put it out to everybody because it's so unique. It was so different. It was new. It was different. You gotta keep that. You kept it to yourself. Let me see. Yeah, and you enjoyed good times. So you began to celebrate yourself. So you began to celebrate your life. Okay, you started actually aligning with other people. So somebody here, like part of your wealth consciousness building program has been that you be around those who are in that energy too of having wealth, being wealth, living wealth, sharing wealth, enjoying wealth, experiencing wealth. Okay. And so, they say if you got, you're closest so many people determines your energy. So have you been kicking it with the broke folk or you with the wealthy? And are we literally talking about money for you, or is this about just the consciousness of it all, right? And is this just about, the energy, the affluence, the influence that is carried, okay? Because that's a form of wealth as well. Let me see some more on this. We have temperance, which is perfectly in alignment with where we're at here. Divine timing unfolding. You just switched some stuff up, okay? You started to take control of the mind because you knew that there were certain ideas you were holding on to where it was almost like you were keeping money away from you. You saw it clearly. Spirit showed you, like, look at the past. Look at your real beliefs about the wealth, about the money, about the resources, okay? And you started to shift your perspective and apply, and feel it, really feel it. You put that costume on, you dress yourself up in that energy, okay? Yeah, you did that. So let me see what else. Yeah, you got real honest and real investigative, okay? You started asking yourself questions like, where else am I holding on to anything that is counterproductive to my overall health, wealth, accomplishment, success, and richness in life, okay? And then you addressed that. You got obsessed with doing that. You did that a lot. Anywhere where I had energies clinging to me that was causing me to continue to have problems, I hear, you address that. And if you haven't, this is exactly what you want to do. So you want to ask your soul, anywhere where I'm not in alignment, anywhere where I'm not in alignment with the wealth that I chose for myself, okay, with the resources, with the energy that I chose for myself, okay, make that obvious. Where have I been deceiving myself? Perfect. Shortly said, short, concise, and clear. And perfect matching intention. Where have I been deceiving myself? If you asked yourself that, you saw that part of where you were deceiving yourself was holding on to stuff and people, and giving your heart away, putting it on a pretty necklace and saying, here's my heart. And, that just kept shaping things out the same way. You kept making the same thing and it wasn't fucking working. Why? Because you were emitting the smoke. You were the one that was creating the smoke, and rather than putting up a smoke that was pleasant to you, were putting up a smoke that was unpleasant to you. The smoke giving me the thoughts that you were sending out, that the frequency that you was emitting, okay, you were giving it out, and it was difficulties. You were probably a person who would say, you know, I'm just waiting for the other shoe to drop. You were probably a person who would say, well, you know, gotta steal from Paul to pay Peter, oh, something like that. You would probably say that type of stuff. Yeah. But you started to see the spells that were being cast and saying these things, and you were living that way, and maybe you would wait till forever to pay the bill just in case if you didn't have enough. And so you were preparing to not have enough. Once these things became clear to you, you started switching it up. You started paying all the bill as soon as you got it, and then some extra for the next bill. Okay, as soon as you started to understand this, you began to realize, like, oh, how great is this, and how does it get any better than this type of shit? Okay, let me see some more. Yeah, the high priest. Okay, knowledge, sharing beliefs, and fellowship. Okay, the thing is, this is Hierophant energy. So the thing is, there was an old tradition. Okay, there was an old way of doing these things financially. The institution. Okay, anywhere where you were thinking more about the institution of money and finance and economics, where you think about those institutions, you were given over a power to it. But really, it's not about the institutions. It's not even about the money. It's about the energy that you be and how it returns to you and how it flows to you constantly, consistently, and regardless of what you're doing and where you're at and who you're with. You know what I'm saying? Whether you're awake or asleep, 24/7, the money is always finding me. It's showing up. It's arriving. I always have it. There's more coming. I always have money everywhere I look. Okay, somebody here, there was a challenge to create a new pattern, a new habit, a new process of thought for yourself that allowed that to sit into your, like, to get into your mainframe, baby. You had to get it into the mainframe. But once you get into the mainframe, it's like you're done. You don't have to really. It's like once, thank you. When the computer is programmed, it's a one and done thing. Unless there's some little hiccups, unless the programming is rejected over here, or some settings were off, something like that. So with this programming, like, you had to adjust the new programming, and it was about, so you were adjusting, you had just successfully adjusted the programming every freaking day leading up to it. What you didn't know was you were adjusting the programming to be the same fucking thing you had yesterday. Yeah, the same flipping thing that you had yesterday, you kept reprogramming the same thing. Now you're reprogramming it different. And along the way, you started making slight adjustments to the program you were putting in with new awareness, new consciousness, new expanded perceptions, okay? And then, little by little, refining it, making it smoother, making it better, making it smoother, making it better. This is where you had an affirmation, and I just see that over the years, that affirmation, although it's evolved, you have a main affirmation type of a thing. You can look at it that way. The programming that you have, the core belief of how things go in life for you. Okay, and that's why we like to get to the core belief, because that's how you tune the whole engine. Yeah, you gotta get the engine spin right, and then the engine will adjust how every other belt and pulley is spinning. Yeah, okay. In the star, listen, you're being seen as a star. You're being seen, faith, renewal, and healing. Financially renewed, financial restoration. There's a blessing, a financial blessing coming, because you work hard to reprogram. And okay, when you reprogram, everything had to shut down. You had to have the new program ready to be installed when everything shut down. And then everything shut down. This is shift change. This is reprogramming time. Okay, on the reboot, once the shift come up, it's a new cash drawer, baby. It's a whole new possibility up in there. Okay, you're starting from a different place, because you're on another level, because you are in a new program, because you are in a new energy, because you finally got the new lamp and fan combo for the bathroom up there. And so now you can connect the power. You can turn on the fuse box, you know what I'm saying? Reconnect the wire and hit that switch, and everything will work. Okay, and now everything will work, and everything will work correctly. Somebody here has decided they ain't boozing no more. I'm just not going to drink like that no more. Somebody said, oh no, I'm not drinking soda no more. Somebody let go of coffee. Something about the drink that they not having no more. I see that that's happening. Okay, I also see that you're finding that you're being so protected that certain people don't want to drink in your energy no more. Some people don't want to hang out no more. Some people just don't treat you the same way they used to no more. They don't talk to you like no more. They don't sit with you no more like they used to. They don't eat with you no more like they used to. Okay, they don't like that, but that is not your problem. This was where you realize like you had given yourself to a situation that was and meant to be a trap for you, and so you freed yourself from that. And as you have come into conscious awareness, acceptance, and realization, you can act accordingly. Your energy is now shifted surrounding that experience because of the fact that you have responded differently. You're in a different vibration of it, and you have a new mentality about it. You stabilize this energy when you did this. Let me see some more. Seven of Swords, okay, dishonesty, cheating, being selfish, okay, or coming clean, a fresh start, and rethinking your approach. That's exactly the task here. Keep rethinking your approach. Anything you've been just redoing the same exact way. I mean, I heard even if it's just buying a different brand or turning a different direction or wearing a different type of clothes or changing your appearance in some sort of way or changing what you eat in some sort of way. Keep trying the different thing until you find what hits, and that's where you find the truth, okay? And you can apply this over your finances and economics as well. And here's the thing, remember that when they've been shown as deceptive, baby, one shot and you're out. You got one shot, okay? You only got one shot, okay? I heard Eminem. You only got one shot to do it, to live, to be, to show up in your energy, okay? Remember that, okay? And if somebody here getting caught cheating, look, somebody get caught cheating, don't forget when one's got cheated, don't mean you need to bring them back into your energy, okay? You got out of some deception situation, and they're showing me be careful of who you connect to in relationships, because when you have that level of intimacy with somebody, whether it's a friendship level or a sexual level, the level of intimacy you have with this is an energy exchange, and you are like your birds of a feather flock together. Okay, yeah, you are like your closest associates. Okay, your closest friends, the ones that are in your inner circle, the ones that you attract are going to show up. And as you keep seeing what's showing up, but you don't like, remember, you got to keep working this down, because this is something that you did for years. You kept accepting this mess, and so now you got to heal that energy, which is going to require creating a new pattern. Okay, Ace of Swords, the new mental pattern, the new communicative pattern. Okay, you want to get out of these deceptive relationships, then you're going to have to bring an honest and transparent energy, I heard. Okay, let me see some more. What else do you have? The Two of Swords, separating, I heard separating as in organizing, separating and organizing, making a decision. Okay, you're at a crossroads. Which way do we go? Which way do you go, George? Which way do we go? Okay, somebody's name is George. Yeah, hidden, hiding. Oh my God, I can't believe you just said the name George. How did you know that the name was George? Okay, hoping. Yeah, they're secretly hoping, okay? You're like, well, hopefully they'll see the sunlight. Hopefully they'll see the sunshine. Hopefully the sunflowers will turn towards their face, okay? But as far as taking any action, as far as doing anything, yeah, I'm going to go do single, solitary, lonely. I'm happier single, solitary, and lonely, okay? I'm actually really excited to go be catapulted off into my own energy. That's fine. I like my energy. I love being with me. I'm my favorite person to be with. I'm so glad I'm on my side. I remember when I wasn't on my side before, but now I'm all the way on my side. I'm go team me. Yay, I am my star player. I'm not looking for you to be my star player. Oh, by the way, my heart is still in my chest. You cannot control me. You cannot control me. You cannot trigger my ego, because I drive my shadow with precision. Somebody here wanted to trigger your ego, and they got a stone cold lesson from you. Okay, yeah, when you greystone them, when you gray rock them, okay, bottom of the deck, King of Swords, all about the conversation. Okay, can we talk for a minute? Girl, I want, okay, intelligent, head over heart, logical. I know you want. And how does it feel to want? I heard, and how does it feel to want? Yeah, being intelligent. Intelligence is a lot. You are more intelligent. Somebody didn't expect you to have this level of intelligence. Yeah, somebody here, they could have been very manipulative. I see a manipulative person. Absolutely. Somebody who abuses communication, abusive communication. That should be another form of abuse. Like lying is a big freaking deal. and controlling, trying to control people. King of Swords. Somebody thought that you would be easily controllable. They really did. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. And for that, for trying it, for stepping at you that way. Consequences and repercussion, baby. The Judgment card was under that. Judgment. Okay, does their heart weigh light as a feather? And then I was just listening to some information about Anubis, and Anubis said, it wasn't me that judged you. You judge yourself. Do you feel guilty about what you done did? That's where you might want to start, because that's where it all is. And God showed me this during 2020. It said 2020 judgment. Starting 2020, everybody should have 2020 vision about what they're doing. If you feel like you need to lie, deceive, or cheat, and some of you, this new financial energy that you got going on, you start establishing it since 2020. I see that as well too. Since 2020, you really started establishing this new financial energy. It might have took you 5 years to get out of that energetic, frequential, and vibrational hole, but baby, you on top now. You on top. Okay, you in the black now, I heard. Ace of Swords, that's the truth, because you had a breakthrough, you had realizations, okay? You realized the ideas that were restricting you. You kept going, again, where am I deceiving myself? Again, what is my truth here? Okay, again, just reaffirming every time the truth. Yeah, with this news, okay? And as you spoke the truth, again, they're showing me anywhere where you spoke the truth to somebody, baby, the truth tells all, and it's real. It's a real thing, and it has real effects. And when people feel that they guilty, you ain't even really got to do nothing to them. It's better to save yourself the stress, because you have to lower your vibration and go be vengeful and all this mess, and do stuff to folks, unless you can do it without doing that. But okay, maybe. But anyways, the fact of the matter is, like, their energy goes back to them. You don't have to teach them. You don't have to kick somebody's ass. You teach them when you walk away. I heard you teach them when you walk away and leave them up to their own energy. When you walk away, it puts them in an energetic cage of exactly what they wanted for you. When you're aware, when you don't cling to them. And that's the thing. If they could get you to cling to them like they're clinging to you right now, then you would not be in this powerful state that you're in. So somebody here, like, you learn to really master your mind frame here. Okay, let's get another level to this. I got my little astrology answers tarot. This was one of my favorite decks for so long. It makes me think of my beautiful niece. I love her so much. Okay, let's see, what do we have coming in? Most important message. Yes, I love you, my baby. Okay, let me see, what else do we have? What else can you show me? Thank you. They want to dig more into the romantic wise. Again, okay, romantic wise. More specifically in regards to the romantic situation. Yeah, there's been some disagreement, some walking away, some arguments. Something you said disarmed whatever they thought they were going to throw your way, okay? You took the wires from their bomb. You disarmed their bomb. Somebody here had a bomb plan. They don't like that you could see the bomb. They didn't like that you could see the plan. They didn't like that you could dismantle it. You dismantled it. You like the bomb team. Okay. Yeah, see? You're protected. Okay. You are protected. Okay. Your transparency protects you. Your honesty protects you too. Okay. The star Aquarius energy. Somebody here, you vibe with that Aquarius energy. Is it because you are part of group 7, the new age of Aquarius? Okay. Grounding the divine vibes. Yes, you're protected. Blessed, safe, and protected no matter where you are. You're a shining star. No matter who you are, shining bright, you'll see what you can truly be. Yes, okay. I can be a lucky star. That part, okay. What else? Okay, the Ace of Wands. And can you feel it? Can you feel it? Not only can you feel it, but baby, you could do it, okay, and doing it. Yeah, you could do it all night long. I heard you could do it all night long. This is you, okay? And the Tower, surprise! Yeah, let's give it a shot, okay? Let's get down tonight. Get down tonight. Do a little dance. Make a little love. Get down tonight. Get down tonight, okay? Because you taught me a lot, okay? Because you taught me a lot, because you made this your energy, okay? Because hold on, so here you go. There's somebody here. You got a new person in your life, and you're a long-term commitment person. You're a traditional relationship style. You're not You know, the dating style is very like me and you only vibes. Dating styles, me and you only. Okay, this person come in, but here's the thing: the love you offered was real. But you ended up having to be their teacher. And however they're feeling about the separation, like you protected. Okay, you protected. The tower is happening. All the false beliefs are attached to that came down when you took them swords out of the game. Okay, let me see what else. The Wheel of Fortune, they are blocked. No access. Access denied. Okay. You're more focused on the Wheel of Fortune. You're looking at how all this change of events is actually turned into a beautiful blessing for you. Okay, I'm so blessed, safe, and protected. Listen, and that blessings keep showing up here, there, and everywhere, in physical form, in emotional form, in the form of gifts and favors, in the form of honor and respect, in the form of honesty and transparency. What do you know? Some other people are capable of it too. Wow, it wasn't just you. Oh, that part, yeah. And you know, just as they feeling the weight of their feelings, they can feel it. Can you feel it? Oh, yeah, that part. Let me see what else. The Queen of Wands. They know it's because what they did. They know it was because they cheated. They know it was because they tried to use their energy against you. They know it's because they try to manipulate. They know it was because they so passionate about you. Okay, they know that you had passion for them at one point. Okay, but now you're angry. They feel like you're angry. They think you're angry at them. They think you're angry at them. I heard I wouldn't. I won't give two fucks. Okay, I don't. Yeah, you have no F's to give. You have no forks to hand them, baby. Yeah, no forks. Okay, no forks. Yeah, they're starting to see things a lot differently. Why these other cards came out? Because you want to talk to Heard. Okay, let's see what else you have. What you both know is Knight of Pentacles. Moving on, dropping off the karmic load and moving on. Yeah, taking the dump and flushing it and not looking back. That's what I heard. Taking the dump, flushing it, and not looking back. Let me see what you know that they don't know. King of Wands. I'm above and beyond that. Oh, you thought you could play the game, baby. I got this. I invented the game. I'm like, I made the game. Okay, you like, I move on. I take action. I follow through. You may talk about following through, but I follow all the way through. You may think you big boss energy, but I actually walk that path. You talk about it, I be about it. Okay, big difference. And I'm not going to tell you what I'm going to do. I'm just going to do it. So while you busy talking about what you're going to do, like, yeah, thanks for letting me know. Either way, I already know what I'm going to do, and you'll find out when it's done. Okay, I'm not going to talk about it. It's done. It's done. It's already done. Somebody here, you want to get a personal reading with me, and that's all good and fine. The information is below the video. But the facts of the matter is, what you really want to know is that it's done. It's done. It's already done. What is done? Stop talking about your business. Don't post it on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, WhatsApp, this, that, the other. Stop telling people in the fucking lunchroom. Stop telling people at the bus stop. Just keep it between you and the divine and build that energy yourself. It doesn't matter whether they accept it or not, but what it does matter is it influences your vibration when you make what they say and what they think matter. Okay, stop telling people. Okay, love and peace and happiness. Okay, the Four of Swords. Love and peace and happiness. Yeah. I heard they thinking about you. You're taking a chill pill, you're resting, you're maxing and relaxing up in this joint. Love and peace and happiness. And you're happy about it. You're like, finally, I'm out of that stress. I'm out of that mess. I'm out of that struggle, baby. I got this. It's all about you. What neither of you knows is, listen, everybody gets what they wanted in this. They wanted to understand why they were going through what they were going through. Well, what they interacted with you gave them the answer. You wanted to know where you were deceiving yourself, where you interacted with them. You gave yourself the answer. You guys both got the answers you needed in a connection, or you're about to, or you're in the middle of it right now. All the answers. Remember, I've said this before. Y'all think that feeling of love you got means that, oh, this is my forever person. Yeah, you stay with me forever. I'm going to put you in my pocket. Can I wear your skin? Can I move in? You know, be trying to U-Haul like you some lesbians or something up in these streets. But anyways, fact matter is, no, that means spirit is on. When you feel that tingling in your heart and that jump start, the chemistry you feel, the attraction you feel for who or what you feel is the purpose in it. And there's something divine for you to discover in it. It may come fun. It may come not fun. It can come in any form or fashion, but it's a necessary thing for you to see. Somebody wanted to know, how do I change this? Somebody wanted to know, Where have I been deceiving myself? These two were brought together so they can both get the answer that they wanted, so they could figure this stuff out. And then once you figure that out, so then once you came, what you came for in the relationship, the switch that turns you on will be turned off. Yeah, when it's turned off, we don't want to hear it. Sometimes the person's voice, will drive you nuts, and you're just like, oh, I really don't want to be around. They'll stink. Sometimes people will be stinky to you. Like, oh, you used to smell so good to me. I don't know how this person used to smell so good to me, because you just stink. Every time I see you, it stink. I don't get it. Okay. And it's the energy. You're one of them people that is I forgot what they call it. It's a clair when you can smell stuff. But yeah, somebody here, you're like, I just don't know. I used to love to hang around with these people. Now I just don't want to be around them. Huh. You know, and it's just like, you start feeling until you realize, like, yeah, there's some stuff going on. You don't want to be here. You got all your lessons. You already learned everything that you came to learn. That's why the divine, the highest self, the future self, God, whatever way you want to call it, the universe turned the switch in your heart off. On to the next. On to the next. Thank you. Next. I'm so fucking grateful for my ex. Okay, bottom of the deck. The Four of Wands. Yeah, see? It was a new beginning, and it felt, I feel good. Yeah. I knew that I would now. I feel good. Yeah. So good. So good that I got you. That right there. So good that I got you. But oh, hold on. I feel so good that I got me too. That's the thing. See, that what pisses folks off is I do feel so good that I got you, but I feel so good that I got me too. So here's the thing. Whether you here or not, I'm going to feel good. Do you going to be a part of this journey? You going to be a part of this vibe? You going to bring some of that funky junk over here? Funky junk. I'm good on the funky junk. Okay, I like to keep the air smelling nice and clean. I'm the king of swords. I know too much, and I like a pleasant scent. Thank you very much. Okay. Whoo. Drive that shadow with precision. Sometimes you're going to piss people off, but this is all part of your journey. Sometimes there's certain people, you're going to upset them. You get them peeved. And guess what? You're the one that's meant to do that specifically for them. You're their homegrown lesson, because you are a teacher in this experience. And anywhere where they have that kind of power over you, where they irritate you, they get under your skin and you can't say, there's a reason. There's something they're trying to teach you too. Okay, so be wise. Investigate that. Figure it out. This is how you actually transform the energy. Like literally. Okay, let's go into your alpha and omega messages that were pulled at the beginning. We pull them first and we'll read them last. What do we have? The Six of Action. What a wonderful experience for you. Your project is a total success, bringing awards, promotions, or other recognition for your efforts. Well done. If someone who could help you offers assistance, know that this person is heaven sent, and say yes. All you gotta do is say yes. Don't deny what you feel. Let me undress you, baby. Okay, let me break it down for you. Let me undress you. Let me get you real vulnerable with yourself. Let me show you about what you are. Let's see your real body. Let's see what you really look like. Take all that adornments, all the dressings, all the coverage, all the masks, all the clothes, all the stuff that weighs you down. Let's take that all down, deconstruct it, get to who you really are. All you got to do is say yes. And I do have time available to counsel each one of you on your own individual experience. You know what I'm saying? We can get this deep about your life, okay? But Six of Action. What a wonderful experience for you and a total success. Let's see your final message for the download today. It says, Dear you, there are times in life when taking a risk is better left for another day. Other times are perfect for taking that leap, no matter how dangerous it might seem. Ooh, yeah, it's a risk for the bomb squad to go in there and dismantle the bomb. Okay? Yeah. Well, hold on to your parachute strings for today. Is leap time. Realize that no matter what, we will not let you fall, drown, get lost, or hurt yourself in any way on this one. Even if it may feel like you are in free fall, we are here for you. And you can stop freaking out about getting hurt and relax into the transition into something new. All the elements are in place and your soul is ready for a new experience. No matter what you're asking about, it's time to take the risk and do that thing that scares you. No matter what happens, you will land softly, right on target. Don't worry about the outcome. Spirit's got that covered. It's taking the leap itself that's the point. We love your courage. Embrace it. I love the way this works. I told you, we pull them first, we read them last. They put a pretty bow on the energy. These two cards, perfect. This is what I have for you. Thank you so much for all you are, be, and do. And I'll be back so you come back to our channel here. Until next time, I absolutely love and adore the part of me that aligns with you. The golden thread that shines all the way through, called love and peace and happiness. And in the meantime, in between time, you can treat yourself at LPHtarot.com. As in, love, peace, and happiness to you and yours. And of course, me and mine. Until next time. Kamsahamnida. Gracias. Later, baby. That's all, folks. And I'm out.